Alright guys, I'm going to update you on Luis Díaz. I've been to the cafe this morning, reviewed all the Spanish papers for you. I don't know if you'll see this on the screen, but there was this article today that might be a little bit of interest. I don't think it tells us much new in it, to be honest. Basically, translated means extreme decision. I'll give you an idea of what it says in it. It says Madrid, this is my notes, Madrid-based newspaper AS reports today that Luis Díaz is one of two leading candidates, along with Marcus Rashford, to strengthen Barcelona's attack under Hansi Flick. Interest in Nico Williams is cooling. The focus has shifted to Díaz and Rashford. We know all this. Both seen as ideal options to rotate with Rafinha and Yamal throughout a demanding season. AS highlights that Liverpool's Díaz is highly rated by both Deco and Flick, and that his work rate off the ball is seen as a key advantage over Rashford. Deco has admired Díaz since his Porto days, while analysts believe he brings completeness and a defensive edge that could suit Flick's plans well. Former Barca player Alex Delmas even says Luis Díaz can do all of the above as well, but with the Colombian has something extra, a slight edge. They provide the stats to compare the two players, and they note in the article that Barcelona would have to negotiate directly with Liverpool to sign Díaz, and describes the transfer fee as, quote, significant. In contrast, Rashford is valued at 48 million euros, a figure Barca are unwilling to pay outright, preferring a paid loan with an option to buy. The implication is clear: Díaz would cost even more, presenting an even greater financial challenge. But maybe by the summer they'll be back on that 1-1 rule. That's why Luis Díaz isn't going to sign anything with Liverpool at the moment, because he needs to wait to see if Barcelona get their shit together. If you do not understand the 1-1 rule, the 1-4 rule that they're currently on, drop me a comment, right? And I promise you I'll explain it to you, right? I've done it in loads of videos, but I'm not patronising you. I didn't understand myself, to be honest with you, until we got right into this. Barca's financial issues are central to the situation. They must comply with La Liga's spending rules, and both Díaz and Rashford come with high wages. To proceed, the club would need to re-enter the 1-1 spending ratio under La Liga's financial fair play regulations. That's reviewed at the end of June. Okay, guys. To sum up, Luis Díaz is being talked up in Madrid today, not Barcelona, in Madrid, as a serious and admired target for Barca. But any move would require significant financial manoeuvring, and with Al Nassr also interested, it's a complex battle on multiple fronts. So that's not the article. I'm just giving you, like a rough idea of what's in this article, okay? And I think I said, didn't I? Like, well, we know all this. We know this is the Madrid media trying to tell people what's going on at Barcelona. We get the better story, the better picture from Sport and Mundo Deportivo, as you know. There's one very quick thing I want to add. Let me just check the Cop Talk Twitter account, because I did post this on there this morning. There was some account on X, Twitter, whatever, said Liverpool would accept around 50 million euros for Luis Díaz this summer as they look to raise funds to help with the mega signing of Florian Wirtz, and they quote the source as El Nacional. And I basically just said nobody listens to El Nacional. So if you're hearing today, Liverpool are willing to accept 50 million euros for Luis Díaz, bollocks, in my opinion. So not much new in this really, guys, but again, the player, it's a Liverpool player, it's been talked up in the media, but there was nothing in Sport or Mundo Deportivo today, and I don't expect anything to be in those publications at the moment, for the simple reason that he has to sit tight. Barcelona can't do anything until they sort out that financial problem, right? It's not about them being skint, guys. It's about what they're allowed to spend. Do you know what I mean? You might think that's contradictory, but it's a long story. But if you need to know, I'll explain it to you in the basically, really quickly. They can only really push ahead with a deal for him once they get this 1-1 status, which means for every euro you spend, you must have a euro in your accounts come in, whether it's from marketing, sponsorship, whatever, right? So 70 million euros, if that's what the deal cost, then you need 70 million euros in. But they're on the 1-4 rule now, which I think means they would need around 175 million euros to be able to spend that money, that 70 million. And also the contract amount is not just the amount of the player as well. But I'll keep you posted on that. Because there's no review to the end of the June, what do we expect to hear about Luis Díaz? I can't see what else they can say. All they'll just keep saying is that he's admired. Rashford, we know, if you followed my videos for fucking, I don't know, months to last year, we know that Rashford is down as an option for him, but he's down as a secondary target. Luis Díaz is the primary target. He wants to go to Barcelona and they want to sign him. All right, guys, and Liverpool will sell him. But what I think you're going to see is Liverpool saying he's not for sale. He's a really great player. He's a big part of our future. Maybe not the future because he's getting older, but I do think that you're going to see the clique of Liverpool journalists saying, "Oh, he's not available." Do you know what I mean? Right, I'll leave it with you. If you appreciate the video, thumbs up the video. If you've got any opinion, you may leave one. But that's very kind of me, isn't it? Saying you may leave one, you can leave one. If you want to get me a coffee, which I go to the cafe every morning to do this for you, then there's a love out under the video, and I always give a shout out to everyone that does that in my morning briefings on my other YouTube channel. Link in the video description and on the screen around now. Bye.